Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to find the real solutions of the equation down here. And now I start off finding the leading coefficient factors, and luckily for me, it's just 1, because the leading coefficient is 1. I don't see anything there, it's going to be 1. Now the factors of the constant, 30, the one without the variable, it's going to be plus or minus 1. No, not plus or minus 1 yet. It's just going to be 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. I only wrote it like this, so it's going to be in order. Now, I need to divide all of these by 1. I need to put it as a fraction. So the possible solutions will be plus or minus 1 over 1, plus or minus 2 over 1, plus or minus 3 over 1, plus or minus 5 over 1, plus or minus 6 over 1, plus or minus 10 over 1, plus or minus 15 over 1, plus and minus 30 over 1. So these will be my possible solutions. Now, to simplify them, I know that whatever divided by 1 is itself. So 1 over 1, I can just write it as just a plain 1. 2 over 1, I can rewrite it as just a plain 2. 3 over 1, I can write it as 3. 5 over 1, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 6, plus or minus 10, plus or minus 15, plus or minus 30. So those are all my possible solutions. Now I need to go ahead and test them. So I'm going to start off with a positive 1 because, well, I'm going to start off with that, then I'll try out the negative numbers. So let's see. Oh, sorry. If I start off with a positive 1, now the way I'm actually going to test this out is I'm going to be using synthetic division. Now the steps of synthetic division, if you don't remember, it's essentially bring down, multiply, add. And if you want to be cute in remembering it, you can just remember it as bring more apples. But you're still bringing down, you're multiplying, and you're adding. Okay, so we have this set up. Now we have to go find the coefficients of each of this. So we have 1, we have a negative 10, we have a 19, and we have a 30, right? So then over here, you just want to bring down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these two. This is negative 9. Multiply, add, multiply, add. And now you're going to see that doesn't give me a 0, right? So because it doesn't give me a 0, that's 1 is not going to work. So remember, we're doing synthetic division, and we need to look for the remainder 0. Okay, cool. Okay, so now let's try 2. Let's see if 2 works. Now we have 2. We have a 1, we have a negative 10, we have a 19, and we have a 30. So again, bring down, multiply, add. Multiply, it's already brought down. Multiply, add, multiply, add. Okay, so this doesn't also, the remainder is 36 from here, it won't work. So 2 won't work. Let's look at 3. Maybe 3 will work. So it's a long process, but yeah, you'll get there. Okay, so we have a 1, we have a negative 10, we have a 19, and we have a 30. All right, so now, again, bring down, multiply, add. Okay, so now we're up to adding. This will just give you a -3. Oh no, this won't give you a -3. This will give you a, it's going to give you a, yeah, it's going to give you 3, -3. No, it's going to give you 2. Sorry. But you're going to see that this doesn't work as well. So yeah, this won't give me a 0. So that won't work. All right, so let's try 5. So 1, -10, 19, and 30. Bring down the 1, 5, add them, -5, -25, and then over here, -25 plus 9, that's a -6. Okay, and then 5 times -6, that equals a -30. You add these two, it gives you a 0. Okay, so, okay, good, I found it. It's going to be 5. 5 is an actual answer. Now you're probably wondering, oh, okay, does this mean I have to do the same thing for each and every one of these? No, because since we have that 5, we're set. That 5 is what I was looking for. All right, so I'm secure with that 5, and this is what's going to happen to this problem, right? So hold on a sec. Select. Let me just bring this down. And I'm just going to put it over here. All right, so that was my original problem. So because I know that 5 is going to be my factor, I'm going to break this down like this. X plus 5, because it's a positive 5. And now I'm going to use these coefficients, these numbers, as a coefficient of the other factored equation. And I'm going to start with x squared. I would put the 1 there, but it's the same as just writing plain x squared minus 5x minus 6. So I see how I used up these coefficients into the second part, like right over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and factor everything. So I'm going to try to find two numbers that multiply to give me a -6, but add to give me a -5. So you're going to actually use -3. No, you can't use -3. -3 and 2 doesn't, when you add them, you don't get 5. So what I'm actually going to do is, oh yes, I'm going to use -6 plus +1. -6 times 1, that gives you a -6. So that's how I'm going to break this down even further. X is equal to, what's the opposite of 1? -1. And then this one is, oh wait, hold on a sec. It's a +1. Sorry, that's what I meant to say is x plus 1. And then it's going to be x minus 6. And then you're just going to go ahead and set all of these equal to 0. So we have all of these. So x is equal to -5, x is equal to -1, x is equal to 6. And these are the actual solutions of my problem.